I don't like to think of that. I don't take moral losses, but we showed some fight. It was a really good team, and I felt like if we had all our guys, we would have had a even better chance to win the game at the end. Even without them, we still did, and we just came up a couple plays short.
But in regards to all that, the way that you all played so much better than you did against Hampton, and I know the opponent has a lot to do with it as well, but I imagine it wasn't as, I don't know that you were as deflated after a loss like that as you might have been against another one, because you really should. I mean, you hung with them the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think, the Hampton loss, it was tough losing Nick like that in the beginning. I think everybody knew that it was a little more serious than, what it portrayed out there on the floor, what everybody knew at that time. So that was definitely tough for us. But for sure, like you said, a lot of good things to take from the Georgetown game.
The younger guys kind of have to accelerate their learning curve, I guess, a little bit here. How did getting thrown into the fire, against a team like Georgetown, kind of help them and help that?
I think it was good for them, even though losing Nick and not having Gilly was tough. It was good for those guys because, there was nobody else. They knew that they were going to have to play. They knew that they were going to play a lot of minutes. They weren't going to be getting pulled for one or two mistakes, which usually freshmen do. So it was good for them, and they learned a lot, and it was good for our team as a whole.
What did Moody say to you guys after the game as you look to rebound from Georgetown and face Wake Forest?
Some of the things I said. We showed a lot of fight. We showed a lot of good moments on offense and defense. Sort of talked about some of the things that he felt like if we done differently, like I said, we would have had a better chance at the end there. But going into Wake Forest, he feels like they're going to be very similar to Georgetown, very big, very athletic. So we need to make sure that we take those things from that game and transfer it over to tomorrow.
So many of it, so much of it I know is just play basketball, just play your game. With that said, when Gilly and Nick go down, how does it change what you have to do, and maybe kind of your approach and any pressure you may or may not put on yourself?
I don't try and change my approach too much. I like to try and be aggressive every game, get myself going early. But I think, that is definitely emphasized when Nick and Gilly aren't out on the floor. But I think it's good. We need to go out there. We need to move the ball. I need to get the younger guys involved early on as well and get everybody comfortable out there together.
How has Nate's emergence impacted both the team and also you individually to have two guys who are threats around the rim?
It's huge. I've been talking about Nate all year. He's the MVP for us so far. Like I said, we expected a lot out of him, and he's provided for us here. And, he's going to keep providing. I know he is. We believe in him. We have trust in him. So hopefully he can just keep it up.
What was it like for you to look around on the court and not see Nick and Jacob out there?
Tough. I came in with Nick. He's in my class. Gilly's my best friend. So not having those guys, just from that standpoint, is super tough. But, for our team, it's tough. Those are two of our leaders right there, including myself. And obviously it takes a lot away from us when we don't have them. But it's just something we're going to have to keep pushing through and keep fighting through and try and get better.
Do the coaches put an emphasis for you on trying to stay closer to the basket? You seem to have more success when you're in the paint or closer to the block.
Yeah, for sure. It's something I worked on all summer. I got I worked hard in the weight room to get stronger so I could have that success around the basket, especially when you play teams like Georgetown with Jesse, who will probably be in the NBA next year. You need that kind of strength down there to bang around with those kind of guys. So definitely something I worked on and definitely something that I've had some success with here early on.
You've had two double-doubles against him, basically 2 years in Georgetown. How much does that help your confidence a little bit to know that he's a potential future NBA guy?
I think it helps my confidence a little bit. Like I said, it's a great opportunity to play someone like that. And the fact that I have had 2 games against him is pretty cool. And just glad that I was able to do that and very thankful for it.
I think we competed. We played hard. But obviously, if we don't win, it doesn't matter.
How have you guys found, your ability to kind of juggle the more minutes, with losing Jacob and then losing Nick? How have you kind of seen the young guys step up and kind of have to accelerate their learning?
We have confidence in them, and we tell them to just play hard and do their best out there. It's been working pretty well.
What did matter from that Georgetown game? What did you guys gain out of that? Confidence, experience, whatnot?
That everyone needs to just step up and play hard. That's what I got out of it.
How much easier is it to play together after going through the last two games that you, because the opponent has a lot to do with it, but it seems like there was a marked difference between Hampton and Georgetown. So what was the biggest difference between those two games?
I mean, Coach Mooney just told us to stay together. You know, it's going to be tough times, obviously, without Jacob and Nick. So just play hard and stay together. That's it.
How about for you personally? Obviously, you guys are looking for somebody to step up. Is there pressure for you? Do you put personal pressure on yourself to kind of be that guy and kind of make up for some of this offense and even on the defensive end as well?
I mean, going into the summer, I already knew I would have like a bigger role this year. And like my teammates have confidence in me, so it's no pressure. It's just playing hard.
The word the coaches said they've used over and over with you in the summer was aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that word now, what's going through your mind about how Nate Cayo has to be aggressive?
So with Coach, it's just like that fine line between like not doing too much, but also always like trying to stay aggressive as a team.